Prince William was not simply carrying out a routine engagement at the Mercian Regiment that day. He created a moment that quietly captured global attention, pausing to focus entirely on a shy young child in the crowd. Yet that very simplicity raises a deeper question. In a royal family so carefully managed in its public image, are moments like this truly spontaneous, or do they hint at a subtle shift in approach? And as Princess Catherine watched from home, what was it about this brief encounter that moved her so profoundly? The scene unfolded during Prince William's visit to the Mercian Regiment in Bulford, an important military engagement tied to his role as Colonel-in-Chief. Dressed in full camouflage, he was moving through the expected schedule, meeting soldiers, speaking with families, listening to experiences from recent deployments. Everything was proceeding exactly as planned. Until it wasn't. Because in the middle of the crowd, there was a small, quiet presence, a young girl, held in her father's arms, clutching a delicate bouquet of tulips. She wasn't waving or calling out. She was simply watching. Curious, but hesitant. And that's when Prince William noticed her. And then, in a move that felt instinctive rather than rehearsed, he lowered himself down to her level. Not as a prince, not as a future king, but just as a person trying to make a child feel safe. His voice softened. His posture relaxed. Even his expression changed, less formal, more gentle. It was quiet, natural, real. The little girl, still clutching her flowers, seemed unsure at first. You can imagine that moment, standing face to face with someone the world recognizes instantly, yet trying to process it as a child would. But instead of overwhelming her, he met her exactly where she was. And that's what made it powerful. The girl's father reportedly laughed, that kind of surprised, slightly disbelieving laugh you have when something unexpectedly sweet unfolds right in front of you. Because let's be honest, this wasn't the headline moment of the visit. But somehow it became the moment. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Because while that interaction lasted only seconds, it reflected something much bigger, something people have been quietly noticing about Prince William for years now. One moment discussing serious military matters, the next connecting effortlessly on a deeply human level. During the same visit, he spoke with returning personnel about deployments, including operations in Estonia. He engaged with female soldiers about the realities and challenges they face today, conversations that require awareness, respect, and credibility. At one point, he joked about his own beard while speaking to a young officer with a mustache, a small, almost throwaway comment, but one that helped break down barriers. That balance between authority and approachability is not easy to maintain. Now, here's where Princess Catherine quietly enters the story, even though she wasn't physically there. According to sources close to the household, she was informed about the moment shortly after it happened. And her reaction? Simple, but telling. She found it very touching. And honestly, that says a lot. Because if you've followed her work over the years, especially in early childhood development, you'll know this is exactly the kind of interaction she values most. But small, meaningful emotional connections. Moments where a child feels seen, understood, and safe. In many ways, what Prince William did in that brief exchange reflects something deeper about their shared approach, not just as public figures, but as parents. Observers have often pointed out how both of them prioritize calm communication, emotional awareness, and attentiveness in their family life. And while we rarely see behind the scenes, glimpses like this offer subtle clues. Because that instinct, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere. At their home, known as Forest Lodge, those values are said to shape their routines away from the spotlight. Moments like this aren't just nice to have. They're essential. Because today, authority alone isn't enough. People want connection. They want authenticity. They want to feel something real. And with the above moment, I feel like Prince William and Princess Catherine are slowly, but very intentionally, reshaping what it means to be royal. It was a simple act, a prince lowering himself to meet a child at eye level. And somehow, that small gesture said more than any speech ever could. So now I'm curious, what do you think matters more in today's royal family? Tradition and formality, or these small, genuine human moments? And if you enjoy stories that reveal the real side of the royal family, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. because the most powerful royal moments are often the quietest ones.